Saw what is respiration, what is inhalation, what is exhalation, what happens inside our lungs, diaphragm, etc. etc. Now, after exchanging this blood, that is gas, what happens between the blood and blood tissue? So, நம்ம வந்து மூச்சு உள்ள இழுத்தோடனே இந்த bloodக்கு blood tissueக்கு என்ன நடக்குது அதான் பார்க்குறோம். Inhalation fills in the alveoli of the lungs with oxygenated air. The oxygen has to reach the various tissue of the body. Thus, as a first step, blood capillaries of alveoli, that is, you can see in figure 22.17, alveoli pick up the oxygen from alveoli and carbon dioxide brought by the capillaries from the tissue is exchanged for the oxygen. Oxygen diffuse into alveoli. In the tissue, oxygen gets used up and carbon dioxide is accumulated, which is now exchanged for oxygen in the blood. The carbon dioxide picked up by the blood from the tissue and carried to the heart by the veins. So in that three pictures, if you zoom in and you can see something that in first picture there is alveoli, that is a bunch of, that is in the lungs, it is like a bunch of airbags. So here what happens is the blood vessels bring blood without much oxygen from the pulmonary vein. So blood while enters here, it doesn't have lot of oxygen. Then what happens here? The blood vessel return the oxygenated blood to the pulmonary vein. Here that oxidating process is done and it is sent again to the pulmonary veins. So this alveoli is very much important in our body to pass the oxygen, to release the oxygen to our blood cells. So in the first picture la pathina alveoli ingiradhu onnu irukku, adu romba mukkiyamaana oru vishayam. இது என்ன பண்ணா நம்ம மூச்சு உள்ள இழுத்தோனே இந்த லங்ஸ்ல இது இந்த ஏர் பேக் மாதிரி இருக்கு பாருங்க, பபிள் அங்க blood டிஷ்யூல அதிகமா ஆக்சிஜன் இருக்காது, அது இங்க போய் சேக்குது. இந்த இடத்துல தான் ஆக்சிடேஷன் நடக்குது. அந்த ஆக்சிடேஷன் ஆனது பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா மறுபடியும் பல்மனரி வெயின்ஸ்குள்ள அந்த பிளட் செல்ஸ் ஆக்சிஜனோட அனுப்பிச்சி விடுது. இதுதான் இந்த ஆல்வெலியோட வேலை. நெக்ஸ்ட், in that B you can see section through part of lungs, that is the cell in the wall of the capillary. This is the cell which is in the lungs or the capillary wall of capillary. Then elastic fiber, there are some elastic fibers in our lungs. Then cells in the wall of alveoli. So the wall, this is the alveoli, then this is the cells around the alveoli.